Friends, we get to look to business news, sports, arts, and entertainment on this culture cruise where we see a reflection of our human condition. New MacBook Air has big upgrades at the old price. Apple's next generation classic thin laptop is now priced at $999 with double the RAM. American Airlines tests Wi-Fi option. Making sense of cash balance plans. Readers had questions about the complicated and popular retirement savings accounts after a recent journal story, so now they're addressing those questions. The Met takes the initiative on stolen art. Modest paintings, major effects. A museum highlights the haunting power of the Chicago artist Gertrude Abercrombie's canvases. I do like the simplicity. The painter eschews flashy technique in favor of striking simplicity. Complete madness in SEC. The Southeastern Conference has long been defined by its football tradition. Now, with the record of number of NCAA tournament bids, it's in danger of being recast as a basketball league. That's okay. Look at this. This American sprinting star has an 11-year winning streak. Grant Holloway has won every 60-meter hurdles race he has entered since he was a sophomore in high school, 2014. This new book, A Perfect Frenzy, a rogue governor, his black allies, and the crisis that spurred the American Revolution. Let's read a little. The grievances of mercantile New England centered on issues such as taxes and trade restrictions. But in his compelling, impeccably researched account, Mr. Lawler, a journalist and author whose previous books include an investigation of the lost colony of Roanoke, shows that Virginians were galvanized by a different threat. They feared the emancipation and arming of their enslaved workers, who constituted a large slice of the colony's population and the majority of their owners' wealth. As tensions grew between American colonists and the British Crown, the strategic importance of the largest, wealthiest colony became clear. And so, Mr. Lawler concludes, it was not the famous firebrands of New England, but a collection of slave-owning Virginia aristocrats who would transform the rebellion into a truly continental revolution while deftly maintaining their own grip on power. Fittingly, the war would draw to a close in Virginia on October 19, 1781, when the British general Charles Cornwallis surrendered to George Washington at Yorktown. Though the Treaty of Paris wouldn't be signed for another 2 years, the hostilities were effectively over. For the Americans' enslaved workers, Mr. Lawler points out, the Patriot victory at Yorktown meant not liberty, but a return to a life of servitude. So I like these new books that put a new spin on history. Okay, let us now go to a few business things. The dollar is tested by uncertainty. Yep, tariff threats jolts Europe's wine industry. Storm damage puts U.S. insurers in bind. This is good. Employers get drug savings via program to help the poor. And then I like this special report, C-Suite Strategies. Why most companies shouldn't have an AI strategy. Corporate leaders feel they have no choice or risk being left behind. But are they making a mistake? This expert thinks so. The best leaders aren't decisive, they're ambivalent. Top jobs often go to the person who seems to have all the answers. That has it backwards. I agree with that too. Petco's plan to win back customers it lost after the pandemic. Why brands should avoid using the catchy nicknames consumers give them. CEOs face more accountability when a board member has military expert, or at least this one research study shows. Why most companies shouldn't have an AI strategy. Ever since the launch of ChatGPT, companies and organizations of all sizes have believed they need an AI strategy. There are risks to that approach. Standing dates. Why to have them on your calendar? Good reasons. Companies should do it all, but do some things especially well. An analysis of the best managed companies revealed that those with best investment returns follow a clear pattern. Here are words of wisdom, I believe. The lesson for executives appears to be that you've got to pick your spots, says researcher Jonathan Matzinger, and taking care of employees could be priority number one. Amen.